So welcome back guys to We Talk Boxing. So this is just a confirmatory video in regards to the recent news in regards to Arthur Beterbiev versus Anthony Yarde. Now this fight is scheduled for the 28th of January 2023, which sees obviously challenger versus champion. Obviously the challenger being Anthony Yarde, and obviously the champion with 3 belts to his name is Arthur Beterbiev. Now this will be Arthur Beterbiev's first fight, you know what I mean, in a while. To be precise, you know what I mean, I think he last fought in June. Was it June, July? This year, 2022. And I think it was against Joe Smith, if I remember rightly. Obviously, I have to double check that. But anyway, you know what I mean, Anthony Yarde is recently coming off quite a decent win, really. You know what I mean? The guy that he fought, you know what I mean, it was a very good performance from Anthony Yarde. Knocking his opponent out in the 3rd round. Brilliant shot as well. You know what I mean? He just looked good. He looked full of confidence. He looked like he was in a good place. Do you know what I mean? But this is a good fight, and I did do a video. Can't remember when I did a video, but about these two potentially fighting. But obviously, I can't ask you guys, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win in regards to the Yarde and the Beterbiev fight? Obviously, most people in the comments pretty much were going for Beterbiev, but you know what I mean? Since obviously Anthony Yarde's lost to Lyndon Arthur, which I think was back in 2020. You know what I mean? He's looked good since. He's come off some good wins. Do you know what I mean? Obviously the rematch with Lyndon Arthur was a brilliant performance. His latest fight, you know what I mean, against Koyakov or something like that. You know what I mean? It was a brilliant TKO, and he just looks in a good, healthy place. And I actually think, you know what I mean, this fight's going to be a lot closer than most people think. Most people think that, you know what I mean, Yarde's just he's gonna get bombed out, he's gonna get knocked out quite comfortably. But for me, I actually think he's gonna cause Beterbiev a little bit of trouble in this fight. And he's got the confidence, he's got the swagger, he's got the power, he's got the skills to trouble Beterbiev. And obviously Beterbiev is a big puncher, you know what I mean? He's currently 18-0. And he looks unstoppable, but he's coming off, you know what I mean, he's currently had an injury. And if you know what I mean, I've kind of read right, you know what I mean, I think it was a knee injury he sustained. So I guess that's fully healed and stuff, and obviously he would have gone through all his S&C and all his strength training and all that palaver. But realistically, you know what I mean, in this high caliber fight, that knee injury could potentially be the difference, really. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Yarde, I can't see him standing too much and trading too much with Beterbiev in the earlier rounds, because obviously he's going to know that Beterbiev's going to, you know what I mean, be quite strong in the earlier rounds. So he's going to be keeping his distance, hitting and moving, and only mixing it when he kind of needs to. That's the way I'm kind of seeing it. Do you know what I mean? But it's a good fight, and both guys contain power, and I'm very intrigued. But the good thing about this fight is that it's going to be in the UK. Do you know what I mean? So it gives us British fans a chance to see Beterbiev, because it's his first time fighting in the UK. But at the same time, obviously, if Anthony Yarde does, in my eyes anyway, probably most people's eyes, pull off the upset and manage to stop Beterbiev, then it's you know what I mean, it's just brilliant for British boxing. But anyway, it's just a short video. I don't want to kind of long it out too much. But how do you guys see this fight going? Do you know what I mean? Do you think it's a straightforward win for Beterbiev? Do you think he stops Yarde? Or do you think Yarde's actually got a chance of potentially knocking Beterbiev out? Do you know what I mean? Do you think he's got the skills to trouble Beterbiev? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, please subscribe, like, and comment for more boxing related content. Bless.